Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Take on Tottenham. My name is Ben, and this is my take on Tottenham. And full-time result: Tottenham 2, West Brom 0. Back to winning ways. Finally, well overdue. It was a much better performance today from Spurs. Didn't have to get out of second gear too much. I think West Brom defended really well in the first half, but I think second half the game opened up a bit more, and that suited Spurs more. And then eventually we managed to get a couple of goals for what seems like forever since we actually scored, even though it was I think it was against the Liverpool game we last scored. Was Højbjerg of all people. But yeah, it was a much better performance from Tottenham. It was just a more attacking performance as well. It was good to see them not afraid to go forward, not afraid to attack, and they just looked not 100% back to the Spurs that we had at the start of the season. I know Kane and Son scored, but it was a step in the right direction, and hopefully it'll be a sign of things to come. Again, as I've always said, there's no point winning this one and then losing the next one, sort of thing. They have to start building up consistency, which Spurs have always struggled with, is consistency. It's always been the downfall for us. But first off, Kane back. How many fantasy football managers are going to be annoyed at that decision? Because I think everyone thought it was either going to be Everton or Man City that Kane was going to be back for. Surprise, he turned up today. He was pictured coming off the bus and straight into the starting lineup, caught everybody out, and he a lot of people are worried that he'd been rushed back. We've always had it. Champions League final was probably the most notable one. But Kane looked good today. I thought he looked good. I thought he looked threatening. He kind of spurned a few chances. You think, Kane a couple of months ago would have put them away, but it really, he was quite a threat for the West Brom defence all afternoon, and then got his goal, which he took really well. He could have had 2 or 3 though today. And then Sonny got back on the score sheet as well. Again, fantasy football took him out this week, got the goal, ace, brilliant, thank you. Just the way my luck goes usually with that. But it was good for Sonny to get back on the score sheet. He's had a really bad run of 4 to 5 weeks where he's just not been performing that well. Even when Kane was in the squad, he's not really been cutting it lately. But it was good to see him today. Again, not back to the one from a few months ago, but he again was causing a lot of threats, a lot of causing the West Brom defence a lot of difficulty as well. So that was really good. Lamela started in the attacking role, the attacking midfielder role, and I thought he played quite well. A bit frustrating in parts, of course. A couple of passes, standard Lamela stuff where he just holds the ball for too long. A couple of shots that they just sort of went a bit wayward. But I think Lamela had a good game. And do you know what? Aurier had a good game as well. That was really good to see. But do you know what? I don't think I've said this season. Man of the match is Lucas Moura. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Lucas Moura, man of the match. I thought he was fantastic today, and I've got to be one of his biggest critics this season because I think he's been so poor this season. I thought, especially this season when he's come on, when he's played very one-dimensional, just sometimes not. I always said he's just running forward and not offering much. Today, he did everything right. He was going at the defence, causing them problems, using his speed, and really, that's what we want from him. We're not expecting him to be banging in 2-3 goals every week. That's Harry Kane's job. But Lucas Moura definitely, I think we can all agree, needs to show more of what he did against Ajax a few years ago. And he's got that in his locker, but we just don't see it that often. And that's been one of the most frustrating things. It's been one of the rare times that I actually thought we looked better today without Bergwijn. I've said numerous videos, we always look better with Bergwijn. He offers more when we're playing Kane and Son as well. But Lucas put in a really good shift today, and I'm really happy for him. I thought it was a really good performance. And like I said, man of the match performance. I thought he was the best player for us today. Ndombele and Højbjerg as well, playing more defensively, not necessarily more stranger for Højbjerg, but for Ndombele, both of those playing in front of the back four was quite new to see, but I thought they dealt with it really well. And Eric Dyer was nowhere to be seen today. He was on the bench, but didn't come on at all. Sanchez, I've had up and down this season, more down, but to be honest, the Spurs defence didn't really have too much to worry about. West Brom scored twice, but they were both offside. So it was quite an easy day, really, for Spurs. I think Hugo had to make one sort of close goal line save. But really, I think Spurs were kind of comfortable today. I think it was a case of half time. Jose wouldn't have really said anything. Spurs were doing everything right. West Brom were just being really resilient. I think Jose at half time would have just gone, look, the game's going to open up more. The chances will come, and it's down to you guys to bury them. And eventually they did, and we got the win. So really good performance. Not the Spurs that we want in 100%. They were the better team by a country mile, but they weren't like the rampant Spurs that we saw at the start of the season. But it was a step in the right direction. More of this, please. More attacking football, and just I thought it was a good day. So next game is Everton away in the FA Cup. So that'll be a very tough game because they had a really good result yesterday against Man United. And they'll be up for it. So we're going to have to be on our A game on Wednesday night. But I will see you guys then. If you've liked what you've seen, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well. I'm sorry there's no rants. I can't really rant about that. It was a good performance. So I will see you guys on Wednesday night after the Everton game. And as always, come on, you Spurs.